Hello, welcome to the National Literacy Agency online storytelling program. Today I have an English story for you, and the title of this story is Lazy Jack. So it is story time. You look and you listen. Well done. Once upon a time there was a boy called Jack. He lived with his mother in a small cottage close to the village common. His mother used to spin wool every day so she could sell it. But Jack did nothing. Lazy Jack he was. In summer, he was lying in the sun. And in winter, he was sitting in front of a fire, warming his hands up. One day, his mother was very cross, and she said, "Jack, you really have to do something. Find yourself a job. If you don't do that, you might as well leave this cottage." And Jack went to a nearby farm. The farmer needed a fence, and he gave Jack a saw. He gave him wood, and Jack made a very good fence. He was paid with a penny, and Jack looked at the penny. What is a penny for? What do I do with a penny? And as Jack was walking home by the river, he said, "I know what I will do with my penny. I will skim the penny on the water." And he did. And the penny, it skimmed 3 times, 1, 2, 3, before it sank. When he got home, his mum said, "How was your day, Jack? How did you do?" And Jack said, "I did well. Busy day it was. I worked hard. I made a fence, a good fence, and I was paid with a penny. On my way home, I skimmed the penny on the water, and it skimmed 3 times before it sank." Jack thought he was going to be praised, but his mother frowned, and she said, "Jack, next time you put the penny in your pocket and you bring it home." "I'll do that tomorrow," said Jack. And the next day, Jack went back to the farm, and he was helping the farmer with milking cows. He filled bowl after bowl after bowl with milk, and this time he was paid a jug of milk. Jack remembered what his mum said. He took the jug of milk and he poured it in his pocket. All the milk spilled on the floor. His leg was wet. His trousers were wet. When he got home, his mother said, "How did you do today? How was your day?" And Jack said, "I did well. Busy day it was. I was milking cows, and I filled bowl after bowl after bowl with milk. I was paid a jug of milk, and I remembered what you told me, Mum. I put it in my pocket." And his mum looked at him in horror. "No, Jack, next time you carry the jug of milk on your head and you bring it home." Jack was upset because he thought he would be praised. The next day, he went to the dairy. and he was making cream cheese. He made cheese after cheese after cheese. The farmer was very pleased with him, and he paid Jack with cream cheese. Jack remembered what his mum said, and he put the cheese. Where did he put the cheese? On his head, of course, but the sun was very hot and it all melted on his head. Jack got home and his mother looked at him. "Jack, how was your day?" And Jack said, "Good, I did well. Busy day it was. We made dairy products today and I was paid with soft cheese, Mum. I remembered what you told me and I put it on my head. But the sun was too hot, Mum. It all melted and I didn't manage to bring it home. But it was a good day." And his mum was very angry and she said, "Jack, soft cheese, next time you carry it in a bag and bring it home." And Jack was sad. He thought he would be praised. "I'll try and do that tomorrow," he said. The next day he went to the farmer again and he worked in the barn. He was feeding the cows and cleaning the barns. The farmer was very pleased with Jack, and this time he paid him with a big tabby cat. Meow! And Jack remembered what his mum said, and he tried to put the cat in the bag. But the cat was so afraid, it went meow, and it went out of the bag and ran as fast as it could. Jack went home, and as usual his mother said, "Jack, how was your day today?" "It was good. I did well. Busy day it was. I was feeding the cows and cleaning the barns. It was good. I was paid with a tabby cat, and I remembered what you said, Mum. I put the cat in a bag. But it wouldn't stay. It ran away. Look, it scratched me." "Jack, you don't put a cat in a bag. Next time, put a string around the neck and walk the cat home." Jack was upset because he really thought he was going to be praised. But his mother, she frowned. The next day, he went at the butcher's, and he was cutting meat and weighing it, and he worked very hard. The butcher was very pleased with Jack, and he paid him with a leg of lamb. Jack remembered what his mum said, and he took a string out of his pocket, and he tied it around the leg of lamb. And he walked home with the leg of lamb on the string. But all the cats and the dogs were after him, and by the time he got home, he only held a string. The leg of lamb, it was gone. His mum said, "Jack, how was your day today?" And Jack said, "I did well. Busy day it was. I was at the butcher's. I cut meat, I weighed meat, and I was paid with a leg of lamb. I did what you told me, Mum, and I tied the leg of lamb. I carried it home, but all the cats and the dogs were after me. I only have a stringer now." And Jack's mum, she frowned and she said, "Next time, put it on your shoulder and bring it home." Jack was sad. He thought he would be praised. The next day he went back to the farm. He helped the farmer. He did everything he could do. And this time the farmer paid him with a donkey. And Jack said, "I know, I will carry the donkey on my shoulder." That was very hard work. Jack tried to carry the donkey. It was heavy. He tried to put it on his shoulder and he fell. Well, in the village there was a rich man. He had a daughter, and his daughter stopped smiling, stopped laughing, stopped talking after she lost her mother. And her father said, "I will give anyone who helps my daughter to smile, to laugh and to talk again, I will pay them with 12 bags of gold." The daughter was looking from her bedroom window and she saw Jack trying to lift the donkey up and putting the donkey on his shoulder, carry it on his shoulder. And the girl, she stared. And then she began to smile. And the smile became a grin. And the grin became a snigger. And then she began to laugh. "Dad, Dad, come and see this silly boy. He's trying to carry a donkey on his shoulder." And her father was so pleased. His daughter smiled, laughed and talked. He ran out with 12 bags of gold. And he went to Jack and he said, "Here, my boy, these are for you. You made my daughter smile, laugh and talk again. Here you are, 12 bags of gold. That is what I promised. But how did it come to you to carry a donkey and put it on your shoulder?" And Jack said, "Well, it was not my idea. It was my mum's idea. She's a clever one, you know." And the rich man was pleased. He just gave Jack the gold. Jack went home with 12 bags of gold. And his mother looked at the bags of gold. And she said, "Jack, it seems that the day went well for you." And Jack told her the story. "Yes, Mum, I did well. Busy day it was. I was paid by a donkey. I tried to lift the donkey on my shoulder." And his mum went, "It was too heavy. But I made the girl smile and laugh, and she talked to her father. Her father was so happy, Mum. He paid me with these 12 bags of gold. And his mum was so pleased. "Ah, Jack, we don't have to work anymore. We have so much gold now." And both Mum and Jack were very happy. So you see, it is very good to listen to what your mum tells you to do. And that is the story for today. I do hope you have enjoyed the story, Lazy Jack.